Good morning, Geekdom. No, that's not the right one. Excuse me. Good morning, Geekdom. How you guys doing? It's me, the Artisan MC, and it's time for the fastest live stream west of the Mississippi. Geek Speak. So how you guys doing today? I don't know how many of you have stayed up late to watch The Mandalorian. Probably a few of you diehards, being that it's one of the last two episodes for this season. And since the Lizalorian, shout out, I think it was Aquatech, he said that the other day, I'm forgetting who said it Sunday. You're expecting something that, preposterous or hippopotamus to show up again on The Mandalorian. And saying it that way, something kind of did show up, that hippopotamus. Preposterous. But otherwise, it was a decent enough episode. I'm sure there's enough Easter eggs for the deep cut cutters to want to swoon over. The fuck, dude? How do you have traffic? Anything where you do not have to wait to go through. How do you bunch up? I don't get that. Anyway, I just saw some of the competition went live at the same time, so I'm sure some of y'all are gonna peel off to go over there and listen to their talking points and then repeat them later on somewhere else. Usually in the black section. What up, 2 Trev? What up, Aria? If you haven't seen it yet, you haven't seen any of the show. Aria said I haven't seen any of the show. I like reviews. Okay, review is coming. I did it last night. I did actually 5 reviews. Well, 1 review, 5 reactions last night, and the watch party. So I got a lot to upload in the next 3 days and to try to work on at work. I think I'm trying to focus on this one short reaction, get that up, even though some of them are late. Better late than never. I got to get them up. I don't have an editor or team to rely on. I have myself. So if I don't have time, I cannot get to it. It's just what it is. But I have a lot of stuff lingering, hanging in the background still that has not been done. And I don't like that. But that could be a reason for channel growth, production, being able to stay consistent. Anyway, no Lizalorian this week. This week you kind of got the Mamalorian. And the only reason I say that is because right before the episode dropped for The Mandalorian, I watched some of Star Wars Celebration. And I watched Katie Sackhoff and Rick Fumajaya interview at Star Wars Celebration, which was kind of interesting, but I didn't like the host was a black chick, and she might have been cute if she didn't have all the goddamn jump ropes hanging out of her head, black, blonde, and whatever, all over the place. That shit was bothering the shit out of me. I don't know why motherfuckers think that's how you look like you looking classy. To have fucking extensions, hair weave all the way past your booty, sitting out there. Look ridiculous. Oh, I can't get it out the way. Like, Jesus Christ. Cut that shit off, please. But the thing that they did was they cut off Rick Fumajaya. She asked them for their final thoughts. God say Katie Sackhoff's final thought first, and then just cut from Fumajaya, the executive producer. It just went off and cut it off. I'm like, well, goddamn, you don't get to give a final thought? Fuck y'all. What's that kind of shit? And her questions were really just, she wasn't bigging him up like she was sitting there, sucking on Katie's shit about, oh no, you're awesome, girl, but you're Bo-Katan. So fucking what? So during that interview, she said something. Katie Sackhoff said something about Grogu being there and Grogu having a mama now. She said, right? I'm like, Grogu ain't got no mama. How do you just come in and decide you're going to be mama? But then I watched the episode, and I was thinking about it, how this whole thing with Grogu works. Grogu is the draw for some people to that show, right? So, because Grogu is the draw, which is like the trophy for the show, the person that's the main character in the show always has Grogu with them because it focuses attention on them, right? You open up this episode, Grogu's sitting on Katie Sackhoff's lap or sitting on Bo-Katan's lap, and then somewhere in the back just working the control panel. I'm like, so it's not just show. So she was right. This is the Mamalorian. Holy shit. It is the Mamalorian. Because Grogu is sitting center stage with you. And since we all know all the focus is on Grogu, or who's never with him, that's what it is. And this is the funny part. Is the female influence. Grogu is sitting with Bo-Katan being all, nice, minding his P's and Q's and just sitting there and whatever. But by the time Din gets back to Navarro and a new little element is introduced for Grogu to get around, now he can't listen. Now he don't listen to Din. He's getting to tell him no and everything else. I'm like, what in the fuck? And everybody is pulling a damn Ant-Man on Din Djarin, but breaking down his parental authority over his family. Clan of two, not you. But everybody's telling him what to do with Grogu now. Like, no, let him do it. Like, no, it'll be okay. It's like, nope, I don't like this. Nope, it's not happening. No, just calm down, Dan. Just let it happen. What the fuck? He's sitting there. He can't get this kid to mind walking around with him. I'm like, holy shit. Look, they just totally deballed him as a parent now in the show. Like, Jesus, now he can't make this dude work. And I'll tell you this, just for me, Grogu gets some his walking papers in a way right now, since he can be disrespectful to his daddy now, right? And it might be a spoiler for the episode, but fucking you can watch the rest of the episode and see it. But IG-11 makes his return, right, when they go back to the farm. But what has happened is IG-11 is not IG-11 anymore. Now he's IG-12. Like, that's the way the designations work. And he has had his memory circuits pulled out and be reconstituted into a out droid that can be piloted by a small creature sitting in his chest. And it does have a little button on it where he can say yes or no or whatever, right? And I'm like, what the fuck is this? And as soon as I saw it, first thing I thought of was Krang from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You heard it here first, y'all. He looks like fucking Krang, riding around in the body. And I'm sitting there doing the watch party, looking at this shit, and I'm like, Master Blaster? Who run by the town? I'm like, how fucking ridiculous does this shit look? I'm like, God damn, now we turned into the whole Muppet Show. Oh my God. So now Grogu, which is a puppet, is riding around in another puppet that's piloted by another guy. Like, get the fuck out of here. This shit is so silly. And now we got a CG all over the place. I guess. Like, oh my God, dude. That was dumb. That was really dumb. And look, geeks of a certain age see this shit. Can't help it. Can't help it at all. We see it. I saw it. That's Krang. That's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle time, dude. You cannot have a little head in there making sound effects inside a bigger body. No, he just rides. Like damn Exo Squad. What the fuck? It looks simple. It looks fucking simple. But sure enough, you know, for this episode, girl bosses rule. They're running everything. So we got the girl boss that's the head of the Night Owls, and the girl boss that's the head of the Covert, and we got the overall girl boss that's leading, the unification tribe. Awesome. What all these fucking dudes doing here? Just to stand around, lip beating, fight for stupid reasons. Like kids. Like, oh god. Like, I'm waiting for Costa Reeves to have more than one line saying I will go. Because that character is interesting to me, but I guess they're not about to flush her ass out. They just need her there for representation. So, that is what it is. And anything important that's happening or going on has to go through the female characters being there for it to happen. Or on their part to do. It does. Now, it opens with the female character of Elliot Klein, I think that's her name. I got it wrong last night, but I was tired. Fuck. Past midnight. And she has her Blade Runner episode, her Blade Runner scenes, like they're just trying to mentally wipe that over in your head that was ever Harrison Ford or Ryan Gosling. And now it's just KO, walking through the dark city, neon lit city streets with all the moistness and the rainwater in the leather trench coat and the hands in the pocket. It's a shadowy, boyish figure. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, dude. Who keeps doing this shit? Who keeps doing this? I'm telling you, man, this cannot be the same people. All I keep seeing is ripped off scenes. Done again and again and again. Fuck me. Anyway, there are some surprising notes in this, sort of. Some of it is cool. Some of it lands kind of flat. Doesn't have that oomph like, how does this work? Right? For me, there was some little cool moments like, okay, that's a legit, another drop. Okay, I know who this person is. I know who this person is. Cool. Then there's another one. Some folks showed up and I'm like, are these the people from episode 7? I think those are those people. But, oh well, they're here and they're gone. What difference does it make? Right? Just interest. What up, 3000? I see you. What up, Azorius? Anthony? They cannot be saved driving and chatting and bullshit. Bay Area traffic. Yeah, it can. The only way to do it, I'm not holding the phone. And you can hear my reactions most of the time when I'm bitching to people and how they driving. You can hear me going through it like, what the fuck? What are you doing? Why are you doing that? That's what happens. But Anthony, you know the stretch of road. I'm right up here on 80 by Sassoon. Stupid. I know you're trying to yank my train. I know, man. I always got somebody wanting to yank my train. It's what it is. I guess it's how people get their kick. So was decent enough. Am I hyped for the next episode? Yes and no. Excuse me. I'm curious to see how they wrap this episode up. What's going to be the big moment in this last episode? I think the mythosaur will show up in that episode. I think all hope will be lost at some point in that episode, and there will have to be a rescue, since they just seem to like copy and scenes. Maybe in season 3 they have to get rescued by some folks again. I don't freaking know. Maybe not. I mean, if you like Mandalorian, this is the episode for it, because the whole episode is about Mandalorian. Once again, you get some scenes when it's supposed to be badass, and other scenes where like these people is garbage. Like, goddamn, Dan must be the best fucking fighter in that whole covert. Because sometimes they look like dumbasses. Like, oh my god, dude, y'all was incompetent. No wonder the planet got bombed. Just doing y'all a fucking favor. Maybe it was cutting off the weak ones. I don't know. Darwin in a galaxy far, far away decided to step in. One of the things that's bothering me is I really need somebody to explain to me what the hell is the rest of these Mandalorians in the covert wearing, if not Beskar. If they're not wearing Beskar, or I guess pure Beskar, what the fuck are they wearing? What up, AB? And 2 Trips? Because I'm not understanding how these dudes keep going down from blaster bolts when they're supposed to be wearing Beskar, and that's supposed to reflect blaster bolts and block lightsabers. How are you getting stabbed? How are you getting shot? It's not making any damn sense. It's becoming very problematic, because there's a scene in here where everybody's wearing Beskar and everybody's shooting at each other, which means to me, once you realize that you shot, it bounced off of them because they got Beskar, it's time for the close quarters John Wick shit. Time to get in there and get wickish. It is. It's time to get wicked. Get in there and start getting busy. Why are you still standing off shooting blaster bolts, hoping that one make it through? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. If you realize this is what they got going on, it's hand-to-hand time. It's not going to be, let's just keep having a shootout. It doesn't make any sense to me. But some of these Mandalorians from the covert is getting shot and going down. It's like, how is that happening? How? What are you wearing? Tinfoil? That must not be Beskar. That might be some knockoff Beskar or something. Like, what the fuck? I mean, look, dude. That doesn't make any sense to me. Now, I could see a really precision shot, like happened in the show. Some people was getting some really precision shots, like shot up under the helmet or through the side or something like that, where they don't have plating. Okay, I could see that. But they wasn't getting off no precision shots from a distance. Fuck out of here. No, you weren't. I'm seeing more Mandalorians going down from bullet wounds that it's like, I don't think you really got on Beskar, nigga. I think you fake it. I think that's why your costumes got that multicolored feel to it, because that ain't really Beskar. Must not be. Look, y'all better get cracking on get them forges lit and cranking out some new material, because y'all need some armor up. You need an armor up. You faking the funk. So I'm just saying that. It's not really a spoiler for the episode, but I'm not gonna spoil the scene, but it's like that was bothering the shit out of me. I mean, for me, I like the idea of Beskar. right? An alloy like adamantium or vibranium or whatever in the Star Wars universe that is super hard that can resist lightsabers. That makes Mandalorians more formidable, right? Against anybody. This is kind of they thing. This is one of the things they known for, besides kicking people's asses and their culture being bombed to shit, right? It's one of the things they known for. Why the hell is everybody wearing it but everybody going down? That doesn't make any sense to me. It's making it really weak. Just like seeing Wolverine get his goddamn claws cut off in the Wolverine movie. It was like, oh, he just heated it up. What? Heated it up? I don't believe that's how that works. I don't believe that's the way that works. What are you doing? Like, it can't be the best shit going and the weakest shit at the same time. Yeah. Anyway, it's just something that was bothering me. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but it's bothering the shit out of me. Because I know most people might not be thinking about that while they're watching the action scene. I'm thinking about that because I'm thinking, how is this fight going to go? I mean, we about to get gritty. And all I'm seeing is people, pull him out of there, pull him out of there. I'm like, huh? Why? I'm like, fuck, you got Din Djarin running around knowing how to block his face and soft spots and stuff like that with his armor. And yes, we know where he got it from. He got some of that, 187 pure Beskar, straight from Mandalore, right? Okay, cool. So what the hell is these other people in the covert wearing? That's what I'm curious about. But then it harkens back to when Dan got his armor fucked up the first time. It wasn't Beskar, so what are they wearing? It's foil? Aluminum? I don't get it. Somebody got to tell me. Going to have to tell me. I'm going to have to explain it. Some of these folks are pretty old, so I figured their armor was being made by the armorer and that they'd had it for a while and that it was made out of Beskar. Since they live close to the planet and shit like that. So I don't know. Yeah, Mando versus Mando fights always end up close quarters because you cannot rely on the armor to win the fight because the armor makes it a push. You got the same armament, so you got to get closer. You got to close your distance because Blaster's not going to do shit. So you got to go to close quarters. But some of these people getting shot and going down, it's like, well, what the fuck are you wearing? This is bothering me. 154. I got to get ready for my meeting. Got to get ready for my meeting. Of course, somebody's in my phone and my pad, messing with my work orders. Let's see, I'm at 158 right now. Let's see if I go up to 160 something. Nope, they probably just moved some shit around. See what the updates are. So that's it. Like I said, I kind of enjoyed the episode. I'm curious how this next one is going to turn out. How they wrap it all up for this season. Where are you going? 40 miles an hour in a 50. Stupid motherfucker. Somebody to plow through your ass in their car. And everybody driving quicker than that. Come on, dude. Fuck out the way. way. You can be first. And now you're gonna try to wait to catch a red. Fucking idiot, dude. God, get these motherfuckers. Where do they get these people? Anyway, I'm about to get off of here. I gotta get in here for this meeting, and I gotta put in my password again because this goddamn thing does not. You want to be in, goofy ass? Holy shit! It's back and forth all over the place. You didn't think this shit out ahead of time? I knew what lane I was gonna be in when I got off the freeway 10 minutes ago. Dick face. Hold on 1 second, you guys. Fucking idiots. That was funny. That was fun. Dude at the gate, he gave the car in front of me the fist bump. I pulled up, he looked at my ID, and I'm like, what, no fist bump? He said, no, man, I got you. Appreciate that. Yeah, I like it when people play along. Life can be more fun when you're not being an ass. Why can't I get in here? Let me into the damn meeting. Oh, my God. Anyway, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Two Trill said the armorer needs to coat their armor with blaster-resistant alloy. Yeah, the blaster-resistant alloy is called Beskar. I mean, they ain't got the Uzan Vong in this bitch yet, so they can't use that coral shit. Maybe they can show up after Thrawn does. I don't know. But, yeah, she needs to coat it with some shit. And it's usually called Beskar. They close to Mandalore. Maybe they can get the forges lit again. Come on. I expected more team and special forces type combat with the Mandos. Their name sounds like Commandos. It is based on, as far as I understand, it is based on the of Commandos. They are supposed to be like Commandos. There should be more team tactics, but I think the more team tactics come from their tribes because they've been so fractured. These Mandos, they may all have the same types of armor and shit like that, but they're not operating like they're all trained the same way. Because at one point in the show, Axe Wolves is sitting down with Paz Vizsla, and he calls Paz Vizsla a primitive. And I'm like, what the fuck is a primitive among other Mandalorians? And I was like, oh, you shitting on them because they were on the moon and you were on the planet proper. Oh, I got you. It's the whole bloodline thing, right? Okay. So even though they were exiled to the moon, which means they were on the planet first, because he was, I guess, born and raised on the moon, he ain't a true Mandalorian, even though you're hanging out right outside of your fucking planet. Shut the hell up. What kind of racist ass shit is that? Oh, they're primitives. Yeah, they got shittier armor, but they wasn't sitting there in the lap of luxury with royalty, motherfucker. Because I can tell you this, the Mandalorians, how I look at them, I do look at them as black folks. Just like the Klingons in Star Trek is metaphoric for black people. They are. Because Mandalorians are, in some of the novels, have been nomadic. Right? They've moved around. Different places have become Mandalore. So that's it. I gotta go. I gotta get in here. Gotta clock in. Yeah, Toya showed up. You missed the Carterson stream. It's okay. It's okay. I'll spank you later. But thank you guys for coming up, or not coming up, for coming through. I've been artisanmc, and you have just heard a geek speak very rapidly, so I can get out of here and get to work. All right, peace.